Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is the Transformers Age of Primes Wreck and Doom collection. This is Carnivac versus Fisitron. I'm a sucker for these type of releases. I like the idea of being able to get a couple figures all at once, especially when there are figures I don't have, and I do not have either of these. So, I'm going to go and check it out. This is obviously part of the Age of Primes lineup that is currently going on. And the other aspect of this is these are headmasters and stuff like that. And as I've stated many, many times, I'm a sucker for those. I loved it when they first came out, even though that was kind of towards the end of when I was collecting and didn't have too many. I think about the only thing I really want to see come back are Pretenders. If they can do Pretenders again, I will be like a pig in shit. I want the horrible shells with like no articulation and the figures within. So as I said, yeah, so wow, this is like, why do you have all this plastic? What's up with this plastic here? So I'm going to get it. Like, part of the fun of being an adult is being able to go and collect stuff that you didn't get to collect as a kid, And I think Hasbro kind of knows that, because they have been releasing, a lot of stuff that I would fall in that category. And we got one free. Why is this plastic? What does this plastic get you? Complete waste. Talk about going green and then they do weird things like that. Alright, let's clean up our space a little bit. So I have to stare at a bunch of plastic. Alright. Out of the way. Alright, let's see. Who do we got first? Let's go with Carnivac. Alright, so Carnivac lost his head again. Alright, so maybe this is one that the head isn't staying on all that well. Yeah, it looks like maybe the head's not staying all that great. Alright, so that's not good. I mean, the head is popped off like way too easily. So I'm calling not good at all. Just making sure the head I'm not like putting the head in wrong. So yeah, the head is really loose, so that's bad. That's not a good thing. Let's see here. We got, see if we can stand. No problem. He's got, let's see here, we got, looks like that. And that are weapons. Well, this is intriguing. Alright. Kind of cool. Very good. It's a kind of neat design. I like it. Alright, so let's... Whoa, what's popping off? Wow, this is just a pain in the ass figure that shit's falling off, and I don't even know what this goes to. Where the hell did this pop off to? Oh, it came here. What? And the head fell off again. So this is kind of a jinky, crappy figure. Alright, let's I guess try to transform it. Maybe the transformation's a little bit better. Alright, so the part that popped off before comes up. And the heads go in. Oh yeah, we're supposed to do articulation. So feet, up and down, left and right, knee, single joints, hip, movements, arms, lots of movement, though you're kind of limited here and limited here. Hands or elbow is a single joint. Wrists, the hands were interesting in that they're open. Let's see if I can get it back. There we go. The hands are like open, so this is a little bit different, I think, feel than normal. So articulation is a little limited, it seems like, based off of stuff. Alright, so this twists. And the hands go down. This starts going up. This twists around. Up. So this is supposed to close. Yeah, this one's not bending for whatever reason. This one went fine. This one, not so much. So let's see what happens when we do this. There we go. Like a tail somewhere. Yeah, I think this is the tail. I mean, very easy transformation. Is not. Oh yeah. So this is the tail. There we go. So this is pretty much the transformation on this one. This is not that difficult. You can go in there. You can hit it. Be hidden in here. Funny as it shows this totally sitting down in this. Alright, so this one I think we've got transformed. We're going to count that. Not that complicated. Jaw opens up. I would say the transformation's a minorly better, but this one has some mechanical issues, it would seem like. Alright, let's go with this one and go from here. So this goes on this. This apparently would go like here. And onto the back. There we go. Alright, let's go look at the movement on this. Foot a little bit. Knee, single bend. Waist, or hip I mean, expected. Waist side to side. Arm up and down, can go up. Elbow, single bend, it's got movement at the upper. Hand can turn and twist. Head, You can go up and down a little bit side to side, and you can go like this. Or take this off. And do that. So design, not bad. There's what the hell is wrong with, there we go. Design's not bad. It's kind of an interesting figure. One thing immediately I've noticed is this part's loose and not sticking, which is irritating. There, I finally got it, but it's not a good thing, especially with the other figure. Like, I'm going with this is kind of very chintzy, cheap figures. There we go. So this comes out. Okay. What are you supposed to do with the arms? Alright, so this is right, but they don't actually tell you what to do with the arms. There's just this part here where it's put the arms down, but they don't really tell you where to put the arms. So you got this vehicle with this arm, these arms hanging out. Like, what am I missing? Because it doesn't really seem like there's any location to actually put the arms. Because this is pretty much, this is it. Like, and then you can go and put this on the top, which, you know, is potentially a cool vehicle. It's just where the hell you put the arms. It shows you bend some arms here, and you can see the arms like hanging down, but you don't really actually show where, unless they actually just hang underneath. I guess that might be it. Yeah, I guess this is the way it goes. Alright, we're calling this one done. Weirdly, the arms just kind of like hang out underneath, I think, which is stupid, but whatever. The vehicle itself is kind of cool if, you know, the arms were hidden. Such an odd release. Yeah, my overall take is there's something just really off with this release. Like, potentially like cool and, you know, potentially really neat, but there's just, it just feels like something's very cheap about this, and I don't know what it is, and that's not good. And yeah, so out of, I think, all the Transformers stuff we've covered and I've done and all that stuff, like, this is just, I think this is pretty low. Just not a good release at all. I mean, this is really only if you are a hardcore fan, go and get this. Otherwise, I think you could probably skip this, and hopefully maybe they'll fix some stuff at some point. Womp womp. Kind of a bummer. Potentially really, really neat, and execution-wise, really, really bad. So, that stinks. I'm not going to lie, I'm fairly bummed on that. You can get your own, though, if you'd still like it. We've got a link underneath our video. It will be an affiliate link. This is an Amazon exclusive. By purchasing through that, you help support our site. So thank you very much. And speaking of support, just watching our video support us as always. So thank you for that as well. If you are into Transformers, especially the comics, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Facebook, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep playing with your toys and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.